Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a what I wish I'd known before I went to uni video, seeing as a lot of you watching may be going to university in a couple of weeks, and as I've just finished my last year, so I feel like I could give some tips and advice. So the first thing I would say, and a lot of people do say, is that your first year does count. It might not count towards your final grade, but you still need to pass it before you can actually go on to second year. So do still try, because otherwise it's just not worth the hassle basically. In my first year I had a Sainsbury's right next to me, and then there was a Tesco's in the town as well. But then when I moved into my shared house in second year, I was right next to an Aldi, and you really do notice the price difference. And to be honest, most of the food you can buy there, like for the price, it's so good, considering you can literally get everything you need. You don't need to buy everything that you think you might need or take everything with you. I know a lot of places do these like big sets you can buy to take to university with you, but honestly you don't need that much, and if you are missing anything you can just buy it when you're there from cheap places like Wilko or Poundland or things like that. And also, depending on whether you have nice housemates or not, I'm sure they would let you use something of theirs, or you might even choose to all cook your meals together, so that will cut costs down, and you can share certain utensils and saucepans and things like that. Another thing about sharing with housemates is, I would say, if you're living in an accommodation where you have to pay to do your washing, either try and literally wait until you literally don't have any more clothes left, or do it with another housemate, because in the one I lived in first year it was like £2.20 to wash, and then it's like another £1 to dry it, so that's £3, just over £3, and if you're doing that like once a week, it is gonna add up. So if you see another housemate wanting to put washing on, ask if you can put your stuff in with theirs, or the other way around, if you're doing a wash, ask if anyone else wants anything done, because then like you say, you can kind of split the cost, even though it doesn't seem expensive. But obviously if you are doing it once a week, or a wash for lights, darks, colours, whites, it is going to end up being a lot, especially things like tea towels or bath towels or whatever. It is easier to just put it all in together, because it's just so much easier. Depending on the university course you're on, I know my one, they sent us almost like a little summer reading list. There wasn't a lot on it, but I would just say to make sure you do it, because it's just better to turn up being prepared or having the right notes needed or whatever, rather than them saying, oh, do you want to get this out, what you did over summer, and then you're just sitting there like, I didn't do it. Make sure to explore the area where you're living, because even though you are only there for uni, you're going to be living there, if obviously you're not commuting, for 3 years. So it is good to go out, find where the best places to eat and drink are. If there's anything close by, like you can get a train somewhere to go on like a day out or something, it is worth just taking, I don't know, a weekend, or if you have a day off on your timetable, to just kind of go out and just explore what's around you. One thing I would say as well is that second year is definitely a lot tougher than people think. Even though the jump from college to university is big, I think the jump from first year to second year of uni is much bigger, and I don't think people really prepare you for it, because first year is mainly them kind of easing you into it, so you get an idea of what kind of essays or work you're going to be doing, and then second year it's like deadlines one after the other kind of thing. I'm not saying that to scare you, but I'm just saying like you should be ready for it, because it's not all as easy as it seems in first year. I would say in your first week of freshers, do try and go out with like your housemates and that, because that is kind of your first week to get to know everyone, and work out everyone's like interests and things like that. And even things like freshers fair, make sure you go to them, because that can be your chance to join up to societies and meet other people, get a lot of freebies as well. I think another thing with going to university is that it is acceptable to have down days, or days where you feel like you don't want to go out, you know, and just have some time in your room. So obviously again, moving to university is a big thing, and for some people it is going to be a big shock to the system, you know, suddenly being with your family every day, and then literally, even though you make friends there, it can obviously feel like you are a bit lonely. So yeah, having time to yourself, like, you shouldn't feel bad if you don't want to go out, or yeah, if you do just want to spend some hours in your room while the rest of your housemates are like downstairs or whatever, because everyone's going to feel like that at some point. Even though I didn't do this, I mean, I probably should have, but well, they did it at my uni, so I'm sure they do it at all universities. They do have like a uni temps, that's what it's called anyway, job system, where you can apply for jobs either at the uni or through the university, and as well helping out with open days as well, because you are likely to get paid for it as well. So even doing things like that while you're still at uni, you know, it's an experience where you can maybe meet new people, get to know the lecturers more on your course, and also you're gonna get money for it, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Also, in terms of jobs, I'm sure any university you go to will help you with things like your CV and actually looking for a job. Again, I didn't make use of these services, but I do think people should, because if you're leaving university without having done like a work placement year like I did, it can kind of leave you feeling, you know, what do I do now? But if you have gone to them people and they've helped you, you can kind of almost have a head start of what the next step is for you. I think most of all, we go into university is just to enjoy it, because it will go so quickly. It might not feel like it when you're doing all the work, but honestly it will be such a good experience, like all the people you meet and the friendships you make, and yeah, once it's all over you will really miss it. So definitely make the most of it, whether that is the actual uni side of it or just, you know, the social side of it. So yeah, I'm going to leave that video there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like it and leave a thumbs up. Make sure to follow me on social media, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!